Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 with Swing Traders Anonymous. First, before we go any farther, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn that bell notification to all. You'd also do me a favor and share this so we can get the word out there. And take a look in that video description. You can join my Twitter, which is approaching 200 followers, or you can join my partnered YouTube page, XRP Future Millionaire. That link is also in the description. Today's pick is Ethereum Classic. Don't think I wasn't seeing those the last few days, ladies and gentlemen. You just got beat out. So today's Ethereum Classic. And then you might have a Tom's pick as well. But for now, we're going to start on Ethereum Classic. I'm very familiar with Ethereum Classic because I made a great call not too long ago on Ethereum Classic. On the top down when it was way down there. And look at how high up it came. In fact, look at where I said the apex zone was. And we haven't covered this for a while. So, I mean, that was a fantastic haul from down right about $45 roughly. So, that, I mean, if that doesn't just tell it all. So, what I would be looking at right now. So, if we bring this into the 1 minute with Ethereum Classic. I'm going to bring it into the 5. So we've got a low point here that first of all we want to see if we're going to come back down here into the technical double bottom. Because we didn't make a technical double bottom over there yet. Not on this recent drop. Nope. Okay. So now we take levels. So we held up here. At 61, we don't even have to do that level, though, for all intents and purposes. We'll do, if it falls through, we'll come up here, because that's a strong rejection point. We can do it a little bit slimmer, but it's trading between these two, so it'll make it easier. Then we have a possible cup and handle up in this range. But I don't think, well, I'm not telling you nothing yet. And then we have the upper end up here, if we can somehow get back up to here. Now, I can tell you, I remember right off the bat, we have a strong trading range around here, this $55 range. So the next logical choice would be if we trade down under 59, we're coming to the $55 range. And then if we pull this out in the 4 hour, our right shoulder on Ethereum Classic is going to form somewhere in here, possibly down to here. So 54 to 59 cents should start forming your right shoulder. And then as we come down farther, we're looking for an eventual come down to here at $37. I know it seems far away now, but at some point, this, unfortunately, whether we want to admit it or not, is going to be a reality. So we've got the low end of $37 that we're, well, it's farther than that, actually, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to come down to here. And then we got some stages, right? We got 37. We've also got a bounce down here at 48. And we've had some in-between play over here at 42. So this could definitely be a spot where it could hold itself. So these are what we're looking at right now. So what we're looking at, we'll go back to the 1 minute. We're looking to see if we can trade, if you're looking at Ethereum Classic, if we can trade above that 66.26. If we get rejected by that again, we're going to not only come down to 59.996, or 59.669, we're going to come down to 55.154, but likely we're going to trade down, and you're probably going to see something like this if we end up breaking down to the 55 roughly. So you'd be down into the 55 area. You might get a bounce up to here, or even here to double confirm that that's a breakdown, break back into here and come here. I would say a nice buy, if we're looking at this logically for Ethereum Classic, you could get a beautiful bounce off of the 55 line, and possibly, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, or not the 55 line, you could get a bounce off of, yeah, the 55. I think the 55 is fair. You could get a bounce off the 55 line, and you could either bounce up to the 59 or the 66 to retest, if it were to fall in that scenario. But there is that chance that we get down into that 48 and $43 range. So there's a few swing trade possibilities. But right now it's risky because we're still in the middle of this dump off. I would say start looking at, you know, not $55 though. I don't think 55 would be safe. If we break the 59, I think your next buying opportunity is going to be around 48 or 43. Or, like I've been saying on a lot of these, we could have this technical double top over here. And it almost looks like Ethereum Classic. This could be the range. Because you could have something like that. But it doesn't technically need a double top because, let's face it, this pattern came down real quick. So I'd say the most likely scenarios we're probably going to fail at, you know, $59.66. And we're going to work our way down to probably the $48 and possibly $43 range. So that's an extended outlook. And again, my choice today, Tom's choice, real quick before I let you go, is Doge. We're simply looking to see if it gets rejected at this level, like it looks like it's going to, and comes down and does what we need it to do, like I was saying. For us, you know, I'm looking for, in the 1 minute, Doge is riding this 36 line, which I knew was going to be the one that came into play, and that's why I only have these two, or up there at the top. So what we're looking for is this gets, I actually have it too low. It's actually supposed to be at like 30.308 if you guys remember from yesterday. But either way, it doesn't even matter. But we're looking for it to get rejected by this and then come back down and not only trade here, but get under this line at 29. And by doing that, it would not only push us to probably the legit mid bounce, but it would have to bring us to the 27, roughly 7 for the double bottom. But I think down here, starting there, and then if you can get right here, is the apex. Somewhere at 25.5. I'm going to put it down here, but I think the apex, like I've been saying, is 25.7. I knew 28.6 was going to come into play, and that was a good bounce off yesterday and today. But I really believe like this is destined to come down to 26.5 on this inverted head and shoulders. Create the pattern I showed you yesterday. It's coming into the right shoulder area. So if it comes down to where I'm saying I'm all in, and I think we're going to be riding it to 44 cents because I believe this is the hook down right now. I don't think this is an inverted head and shoulders. This isn't on the same exact pattern. You can see it on the bottom. So we're going to see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to thank you for joining class number, or swing trade. This is swing trade number 5. Was Ethereum Classic. So I want to thank you for joining Swing Traders Anonymous. As always, it's been fun. We're growing very quickly, but I need you to put your 3 cryptos that you want covered in tomorrow's for the next few updates until tomorrow night. It'll all be about Ethereum Classic, and then I'll also touch on my Doge. There'll probably be one video later tonight before I go to bed if needed. But just remember, for Ethereum Classic, we're looking for those buy-in levels, if it ever uploads. Oh, I put Ethereum. For Ethereum Classic, we're looking for an ultimate buy-in zone down at about, I mean, it would be ultimate buy-in for a swing if you could get it at that $48, but there could be a possible swing, like I said, from this $59 range. It possibly could pull up to do a double top, but it's very risky, so I'd wait and see if it holds that 55 level. If it holds that 55.154, you could possibly have a swing up to 66, like I said, for an outright rejection. And then when you come down, your next opportunity would either be at 48 or 43 for a bounce up to that 55 or 48 section. It might not be huge, but there's only about 2 swings left in this as it's coming down. That can make significant profit and surprise us. The rest will kind of be like 10% if we're lucky kind of plays. So that's all for today. Remember to look in that video description. If you want to join my XRP Future Millionaire YouTube partner page, the link's in the description. If you want to join the quickly growing Twitter that I created 5 days ago and help us hit 200 followers, we're only about 10 followers away. The link is also in the description. And remember to like and comment your 3 cryptos that you want me to cover tomorrow. Have a good night, and hashtag be better, do better to each and every one of you.